Good morning, everyone. Glad to have you here for another great exercise session. Today we will go ahead and concentrate on strength training. So we will need to have weights and tubing or band here. And of course your water bottle, for sure. So all right, glad to have you here. Let's go ahead and get started. We will do a light aerobic warm-up to just kind of get the body moving and grooving. Excuse me. And then we'll go ahead and get into our strength. So let's go ahead and take it into a nice light march. Just getting that body awake. And take it wide. And take it back to narrow. Let's take it wide and narrow. And adding arms in, if you like them. Don't have to. Let's go 2 more. Last one, back to march in place. All right, knee lifts, take it up. So let's focus on sitting up nice and straight and tall. Pulling those abdominals in, contracting those leg muscles. And add a little push. We've got it. Let's push it up. And push it side. And to the floor. And back to easy march. Now pump those heels up. And push, 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 push for 4, 3, 2, and add that side to side. Here we go. And dribble. Perfect. 4, 3, back to march. Heels forward. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, same side. 2 to the right, 2 to the left, to the right, to the left, singles. We've got it. 4 more, 3, and march. Easy kick front. Looking good. How y'all feeling? Getting a little warmer now? Got that heart rate up just a little bit. Got those muscles warm. Yes, 4, 3, 2, and done. Boom. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our sit to stands. Option 1, option 2, option 3. So pick which one is best for you. So here we go. And as we come up, I want you to think nice and straight and tall every single time. Keeping that head up. As we sit back down again, we want to control that way down, finding that seat with our hips first. Very good. And as always, if you need to stop and take a break for a moment, it's okay. Take a break, come back in again as you're ready. No problem with that whatsoever. Let's go just a few more times. All right, last 2. And 1. Very good. Okay, strength day. So we'll do another set. Option 4 is holding your weights if you choose to. Don't have to, it's up to you. So grab those weights. And same thing, we want to hold the weights in nice and close to our bodies. And here we go, up. And as we're going along, if you decide that, ooh, I really don't want to carry the weights, it's okay. Put them down, finish out without them. That's a great way to advance your workouts. Let's just do a little bit at a time, adding on slowly. I think that was like 5. 6. All right, we'll call that halfway done. 7. 8. Looking great, guys. 9. I know y'all are. 10. 11. 12. And we'll do one for good measure in case I counted wrong in there somewhere. And 13. Woo, beautiful. All right. Let's go ahead and set our weights on down. And we'll do one more up. So now we're going to focus on working on that side part of the hip here. So grab your chair. Let me move it over this way slightly. Yeah, make sure your weights are out of the way. We're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to take that leg out to the side. Out to the side. So noticing I'm still straight up and down. I'm not leaning onto the chair. I'm not letting my body pitch over to the other side, away from that work. So think about tightening that hip and buttock muscle, keeping those toes forward so that we're working right down that side of the leg. Very good. Excellent. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and done. Woo, shake it out a little bit. All right, here we go. Side number 2. So same thing. Get set up first, nice and straight and tall. Pull those tummies in, shoulders back. Head stays up, of course. Always want to be looking forward, not right straight down. And again, taking those toes forward, pulling ourselves right up out of that leg that we're standing on. We're going to be aware that we're not falling into it, letting that hip get out of line. And it's 8, and 7, 6, and 5. Let's go 4 more, and 3. Last 2, and done. Perfect job. Wiggle it out a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and work into an upper body at this point. So we'll go with our rowing first. Get a set, get your weights, 1 or 2. Make sure as you're bending down to get the weights, we always want to bend at the knees and bring that up. Yeah, we never want to just hitch over at the waist. Very bad for the low back. All right, so if we're standing, it would look like this, where we have our hands resting on our seat back or on the back of the chair, either way. And row that up. So we want to focus on squeezing those upper back muscles, those shoulder muscles, working on it, exhaling with the effort, blow it out. And as always, if you would prefer to be seated, that can work also. So up to you. And here we go. 8 and 7, 6, 5. Last 4. You got it. And 3. Here's 2. And done. Lovely. All right, side number 2. So let me show you what it would look like if you're seated, if you're not familiar with that. Turn the knees over to the side and row it up. So same thing with the arms as we did when we're standing. Always being aware that we keep the chest facing forward, not letting it turn out to the side. So continue either with the seated or come up to the standing. Either way. Whatever works best for you. Or if you're doing some standing and you decide, I think I want to go ahead and go to seated, that's okay too. Go for that. Absolutely. Just keep going and you will improve over time for sure. Consistency is what it takes. Let's go 4, 3, here's 2, and done. Very nice. Okay, let's set that weight on down. And we're going to go back to working on a leg exercise. So let's come down to seated. And we're going to use our tubing. So let's gather up our tubing or band, whatever you happen to have. This goes up underneath of the legs. And then it flips over. The feet are going to stay together and the knees are going to pull apart. So if you want to have a little more resistance, really grip up on that band. And not so much, let it be a little looser. Also, more resistance the further out that you take your knees. So very adaptable, up to you. So here we go. And of course, we're sitting up nice and straight and tall. Shoulders back, head stays up. Contracting those tummy muscles. Very good. You got it. Perfect. Let's go 8 and 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and done. Excellent job. All right, so while we have our band, let's go ahead and use it for an upper body for our chest and shoulders. So we'll bring that right up underneath of the shoulder blades, up under the armpits. More resistance. More resistance out towards the end. Excuse me. More resistance, not towards the end. Less resistance towards the end. So up to you. We want to work right straight from the shoulders as we push that band forward. And our thumbs are up to the ceiling. Nice job. Looking good. Should be feeling this in the top of the chest. And even some probably up into the shoulders a little bit in the front. So we want to work towards getting those arms out here as straight as we can. Straight as we can. Let's go 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And done. Perfect. All right. Let's shake that out a little bit. Whew. Yeah. And we'll do one more set. Activate it into the shoulders a little bit more on this one. So now we have the thumbs facing into each other. Elbows are up high, and we're going to punch it across. Punch it across. So as you notice on this one, it's a little bit more on a diagonal than the other one was. It's not so much straight ahead. It's a little more on a diagonal. But again, work it to what your body needs. If that's bothering your shoulders to have it up that high, it's fine to keep it more forward. Absolutely. But again, we want to work on getting that elbow nice and straight. Now, if you'd like to concentrate a little more into shoulders as well, we can just take that right straight up. Right straight up. So noticing that elbow is right by my ear. Right straight up. Excellent. Breathing, exhaling with that effort. Nice job. You got it. Last 4. And 3. And 2. Last one, right and left. Excellent. Very good. All right. Let's go ahead and take that band off and put it to the side. And we'll go ahead and come on up to standing again. Use a good sit to stand. And this time, we are going to work on the hamstring. That is the muscle in the top of the leg here. So we're going to stand nice and straight and tall. Inner thighs together, knees together, and kick that heel up. Kick that heel up. Kick that heel up. And breathing, exhaling with that effort. Very nice. Again, we want to just use something for a little bit of balance help. We want to avoid leaning all into it. So keep those inner thighs together. Stand nice and straight and tall. Perfect. 8 and 7, 6 and 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and done. Lovely. All right. Shake that out a little bit and let's go to that second leg. So same thing. Inner thighs are together, knees are together, and we're going to kick that heel up. Kick that heel up. Kick that heel up. Beautiful. Let's stand up nice and straight and tall, pulling those tummies in. Oh yeah. Perfect. Looking good. Looking good, guys. And 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and done. Perfect. Should have been feeling that right in that back of the leg, right back through there. All right. While we're standing, let's go ahead and work on the calf muscles with some calf raises. So here we are, right up onto those toes and down. So again, we want to focus on keeping our torso nice and straight and tall, pulling those tummies in, shoulders back, coming way up onto those toes. Think about pressing all your toes into the floor. We want to be careful that we're not just letting the foot splay out to the side and let only the baby toe feel most of the pressure. We want to come right up straight. Right up straight. And 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1 set of pulses. Here we go. It's up, 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 up. Good. Should be burning now. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Boom. Excellent. Now let's work on the shin, the front part of the leg lower. So here we go with toes up now. Toes up. So same thing, we want to think straight and tall and not let ourselves float with our hips backward. So we want to just bring those toes up. Bring those toes up. Bring those toes up. Standing nice and straight and tall. And this can be done seated as well. If you would rather be seated, getting a little bit tired, need to take a teeny little break, you may do it seated. Absolutely. Here we go. 8, and 7, 6, and 5. Let's go. 4 more. 3, 2, and done. Lovely. Very good job. Whew, shake it out a little. Alrighty, while we are standing, we're going to do some wall or chair push-ups, either way. So if you have a wall handy and you'd like to go ahead and do it on a wall, let me show you a few of those. Hands are straight out in front of you on the wall, about shoulder, maybe a little wider than shoulder width. The further away that you stand from the wall, the more resistance it's going to be. So you don't want so much resistance. Stand a little bit closer in. So we want to bend at the elbow and then push ourselves up. Bend at the elbow and push ourselves up. So we can do it that way, or we can also do it on the chair. Make sure that you have a chair that doesn't go sliding though, for sure. Of course, you probably already do because you wouldn't be able to do your other stuff without it. So again, if we stand closer, we don't have as much resistance. Stand further away, we have more. So really up to you. But we still, look how we want that back nice and flat though. We don't want to let those hips get out of line. So think about a straight slanted line, shoulders, hips, and down to the heels. And down. The other thing we want to be cautious of is not letting our shoulders creep up into our ears. We want to hold them on down so that we're feeling the work in the chest. Nice job. Good. Stop and rest if you have to. It's okay. What do you think? Maybe 4 more? All right, we can do it. And 3. Last 2. And 1. Perfect. Woo! Yeah. We felt that. Yeah, buddy. For sure. Okay. Next one we're going to do, we'll do another leg exercise for our buttock and hips in the back. So on this one, the foot just comes up just a little. Let me move this over here so you can see what I'm doing. So we want to be still straight and tall. My leg is fairly straight now. It's soft, straight, and I'm just moving from that hip down. So the top part of my body isn't moving. I'm not going anywhere with it. I'm squeezing that, also that hip and buttocks of the leg I'm standing on too as well. So that I'm nice and straight and tall. Very nice. Looking good. Let's go 8 and 7, 6 and 5. Last 4, you got it. And 3, last 2, and done. Woo, all right. Perfect job. Okie doke. Let's take it to the other side. So straighten that leg out slightly and lift. Tightening that hip and buttock muscle. You got it. Straight and tall. Looking good. Nice work. Here we go. 8 more. 8 and 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and done. Woo! Nice job. All right, let's take a quick little water break. So if you don't have water with you, run and grab a glass of water real fast and come on back. And if you have some water here, go ahead and get your water. Have a sip or two. Very good. And also, you don't have to wait for me to tell you to get water ever. If you're feeling thirsty, you need to get some water, please by all means go ahead and grab the water and have a sip. You don't have to wait for me to tell you to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and work back into an upper body exercise. We're going to work on our triceps. That's the back of the upper arm. So let's begin our triceps with our tubing today. So I'm going to show you from the side so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm going to hold it up here in place, just kind of wherever. Again, if you have a more between the two hands, it's going to be less resistance. You want a little bit less there, that's going to give you a little more resistance. So again, it's very changeable depending on whether you want more or less resistance. So adjust it as you go along. So we're going to hold this here to the opposite side. Lock that top part of the arm in and then press it down. So noticing I'm only moving from my elbow down. The top part of the arm is not going anywhere. So I'll show you from the front what it looks like. Just pressing that down. Top part of the arm is still. So here I go. I want a little more resistance. I'm going to grip up on it a little bit. Whoops, I got myself too much. I'm going to come down a little bit. So again, change it up if you need to while you're going along. It works great. Absolutely. Here we go. 8 and 7, 6, 5. Last 4. You got it. And 3. Here comes 2. And done. Excellent. All right. Side number 2. Same thing. So we're just going to grip that up. Hold that across the body. Get that elbow locked in. And here we go. Press it on down. Press it on down. Press it on down. Showing you from the front. There you go. Beautiful. Y'all are looking great. I know you are. Perfect. All right. 4, 3, 2, and one more set of 4. Come on, we got it. 4, 3, 2, and done. Perfect job. Very nice. Looking good. All right. Let's go ahead and set our tubing on down, our band on down. Another thing for the legs. We're just going to do some mini squats while we're here. So, widening the feet out slightly, facing into your chair or a wall, and we're going to just sit back, just like we're going to sit down when we do our chair sits. So, coming down and up, coming down and up. So the difference is we don't get to sit down in the chair at all. And up. So think straight and tall. Pull the tummies in. Noticing I'm keeping my head up. My chest is up. Shoulders are back. And again, do as many as is good for you for today. Stop and rest if you have to. It's all right. Let's go 3 more. And 2. And 1. We're going to hold it down this time. Hold it here. Hold it. Hold it. Oh, yeah. Work those legs. Woo. And up. Oh, shake it out a little bit. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. Let's work back into our upper body again. So let's work on the bicep muscles. So we'll use our weights for that today. We will need 2 weights, 1 for each hand. Let me come over here so that chair's out of the way. And we'll do our bicep curls. So now again, I'm only moving from my elbow down. My top part of my arm isn't going anywhere. So I know I'm isolating that bicep muscle, that top part of the arm in the front. Great job. Standing nice and straight and tall. Tummies in, shoulders back. Very good. You got it. Just a few more. We're almost there. 1 more each side. And done. Lovely. All right, let's set our weights on down. And we're going to go back to working with our band or tubing. So go ahead and grab that. And we're going to work on our back again. So remember, this is strength, so we're going to be doing a couple sets for each particular body part today. So bringing it here, holding it like so. Our palms are down. If you notice, my palms are down. And we're going to pull it apart. So think about squeezing the shoulder blades. Squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And noticing that my elbows are stay lower than my hands the whole time. And I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Very good. Very good. We've got it. Looking good. Working into that upper back, middle back, pulling that band apart. So we start it out smaller, and then as we pull, we make it bigger. And I want you to really focus on using those back muscles. Yeah. Perfect. You've got it. Let's go 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And done. Perfect job. Woo, we felt that one, huh? Okay, let's put that band on down. And at this time, I think we will go ahead and work on a few of our lunges. So a couple ways you can do your lunges. You can do a forward lunge, or you can do a back lunge. Sometimes the back lunge is a little more comfortable if there's some knee things going on, so up to you. I'll do it from the side so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm going to do some back lunges. And we can use our chair to hold on to. Don't have to use your chair to hold on to. If you want to work a little bit more on balance, you can go freestyle and not hold on. Very good. Let's go 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And done. Lovely. Okay. Woo, shake it out. All right. Leg number 2. Same thing. So here we go. Standing straight and tall. Shoulders back. And we want to think about leading from the hip. Leading from that top part of the leg and the hip. We want to be careful that we're not taking our upper body forward. We're working just from hips down. Very good. You got it. Rest if you need to. I know it's getting tired at this point because we've been working for a while now. All right, 4 more. And 3. It's 2. And done. Woo! Excellent. Shake it out a little. You got it. Nice job. All right, so let's go ahead and start working into our abdominal work. While we're standing, let's grab our weights. So bending at the knees when you come down and come on up. We'll do our side bends straight on down that body, straight on down. So think about keeping the shoulders back, head is up, and we're taking that weight, letting it slide down the leg. Letting it slide down the leg. Working on those obliques, that waistline muscle. So tighten those tummies in, nice and tight. And can you do this seated? Yes, absolutely. You can do it seated. Yes. Most everything that we do can be done seated. Let's take it one more side. And center. Lovely. Very nice. All right. Let's go ahead and I'll come to seated. So if you were seated already, hang out where you are. And now from this point, we are going to use our weights here and turn from our waist. So noticing I'm not moving my arms. The only thing that I'm moving is from my waist up. All in one unit. All in one unit. My hips aren't rocking and rolling on that chair. My shoulders are back. The only reason everything in the upper body moves is because it's all attached. So twisting from that waist. Your belly button is going over to the side. To the side. And here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Perfect job. Okay, let's set those weights on down. And we're going to continue on with some of our upper body work. So I want you to bring those feet forward, heels down, toes stay up, and we're going to lean back with our upper body, and then we're going to pull forward. And lean back and pull forward. So think about using those tummy muscles to bring yourself forward. And leaning back. And again, the further that you lean back, the more that it's going to take to bring you forward again. So back and forward, squeezing those tummy muscles. And back and forward. If you feel like you're pulling your head on this one, you can take the arms down here or even cross them across the chest. If you feel like, gosh, I think I'm pulling on my neck, my head, when I have my hands up, we do not want to do that. All right, let's go 4 more. And 3. Last 2. And done. Excellent job. Perfect. Okay. So from here, let's carry on with that. We're going to sit up nice and tall, lean slightly back. We're going to go heels and toes, heels and toes, using those tummy muscles to hold us here. Good. Heels down, toes under, heels down, toes under, heels down, toes under, heels down, toes under. Yeah. Keeping your back nice and straight and flat. Pull those tummy muscles in. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Perfect. With that, we're not totally done just yet. A little bit more, and then we will be. Yeah. All right, so let's sit up nice and straight and tall towards the edge of our chair. And we're going to lean the upper body back. We want to think about a straight line, shoulders, hips, nice straight line. And then we're going to alternatingly raise our legs. So on this one now, we're focusing on the abdominals. We want to try not to really use the legs on this one. Think abdominals. So the more that you hold that tummy forward and squeeze it, the more it's going to work. A little bit longer lever with straighter legs makes it more challenging. So up to you. If you don't want that challenge, it's perfectly fine to just go ahead and keep your knees slightly bent. Very adaptable to what you need for today. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, up here we're going to go out and in. Out and in. So holding those tummies in. We're almost there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Woo! Excellent job, everybody. Y'all were super. All right, let's spend some time to stretch and relax a little bit, and then we'll be good for today. Well, you were good before you started, but now you're even better, right? Yeah, we are. Okay, so towards the edge of our chair, let's bring that heel down, toes up, hinging slightly forward. If you want a little bit more stretch, you can come down further on the leg, even pull the toes back a little bit. So really interchangeable however you want it, so that you get the right amount of stretch. And coming back up to seated, let's stay with that first leg and slowly rotate our ankles down. Let's loosen up those ankles, loosen up those calves and shins, and then round the other way. And on the center, we're going to draw those toes way back to our nose. And now give it a great big point. And a great big flex. And a great big point. One more time. Great big flex. And great big point. And now let's take that ankle and bring it right up on that opposite thigh, sitting up tall and then hinging forward from the hips. Very good. Should feel that nice stretch all the way down that side of the leg. And nice breaths in and out. Just let those muscles relax with the stretch. They love it. They do. And sitting up again, let's take that arm right through. We're going to draw that knee towards the opposite shoulder. This end comes back behind us, and we're going to turn and look over that shoulder. And coming back to center, let's take that to the other side, same thing. So we'll start with our heel down, toes up, hinging from our hips, staying up tall. Or for more, we can come on down that leg, pull the toes back. Don't have to. You find your point of stretch that's the best for you, and that's where you want to hold it. And nice breaths in and out, just letting that body relax. And coming back up again, let's rotate those ankles round. Round the other way. And back to center, let's draw those toes way towards the nose. Great big flex. And then a great big point. And a great big flex. And a great big point. And then taking that ankle, bringing it up on that opposite thigh, starting tall, and then hinging from the hips a little forward if you want a little more stretch. Again, if you're getting enough stretch and you're sitting up nice and tall, just fine. Stay right there. You don't have to come forward at all. And then now we're going to take that hand, bring that leg across. This one comes behind us, and we're going to look over that shoulder. And back to center. Let's take that on down and slowly start to rotate our shoulders back, letting that upper body that worked so hard today, let it get a little bit of a relaxing stretch here. Let's rotate that forward. Rotate that forward. Remember, always work at your own pace when we're doing weights or cardio, anything that we're doing. If you need to take a little break, rest a second, it's all right. Go ahead and take a break. Come on back in again when you're ready. And stopping in the center, let's take that across. We can keep it low for a little deeper stretch. We can bring it up a little higher. Same thing with stretches. Take it to where you're feeling like there is some stretch going on there, but it's not to the point where it's ever hurting you. Stretching should not hurt. It should feel almost kind of good, like it's relaxing a muscle that's pretty tight, helping to relax it. And let's take that to the other side. So again, starting low, if we want a little bit more, we can take it up and over. Noticing my shoulder is out of my ears. It's not hunching up into my ear at all. Very good. All right. Palm forward. Come on down the back. Stay here, or if you want a little more, we can give it a little push from the front or pull from behind even, and that will give that nice stretch right through that tricep muscle. Just a little bit more. And let's take it to the other side. Tapping back. Come on down the back to a comfort level where we're getting a nice, lovely stretch. We can add a little bit more here if we'd like. Perfect. And coming back to center, one arm forward, palm down, drawing those fingers back. If we'd like a little deeper stretch, we can pull back on those fingers just slightly. And up to the ceiling. And again, if we'd like more stretch, we can pull back on those fingers a little bit also. Taking it to the other side, palm down, bringing those fingers back. Palm down, fingers up. Stretches through that forearm, through that wrist a little bit. Bicep. And back to center. Very good. Let's take those arms out. The thumbs come up. We're going to reach up to the ceiling as big as we can. Lean slightly back and up so that we're getting that stretch through that chest. And now sitting straight and tall. Let's bring those arms back. Now we're going to push the back of the room with our palm and lifting the chest up. Coming back to center, thumbs come up and take them down. Push back, big stretch. And now let's bring the arms forward. We're going to lace the fingers together. And now we're going to round the back out. So now we're making a C out of our upper body. So pretend you're making a C. And straight and tall. Let's push the back of the room again and lift that chest up. And again, lace those fingers together and pull them to the front. And sit up tall and push the back of the room. And arms out to the side and give yourselves a great big hand. Perfect. Thank you all for spending time with me today. Hopefully you feel better now than when you started. That's a good thing if you do. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. And join class again Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10:15. Here we are. So you have a great rest of the day. Be careful, be safe, be kind to yourself. And I look forward to having you join me again next time. Great. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of the day, guys.